Hello and welcome. I'm Cheryl. This is Your Journey Yoga. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope wherever you are in your day, it's been spectacular so far, and it's just going to get better and better. But thanks for taking some time for yourself to take care of you and choosing to do so with me. Today, we are going to focus on twisting. So a healthy spine, great digestion, just a happy body. So wringing out tension and tightness with those twists, wonderful for our mind, wonderful for our bodies. So thanks for being here, you guys. I hope you'll take a second and subscribe either now or when we're done with the session. So take care of you. Stop if you need to stop. Adjust wherever you need to adjust. Never go beyond a 7 or an 8 on your intensity. So if you're here because your lower back, middle back, upper back is like, hey, I need some love today, know that it's okay not to do something, okay? So do what feels good. If your body is telling you, if you're holding your breath, if your body's saying, please get out of this pose, listen to it, okay? Always fine to take a break, to opt out of anything, all right? Just make sure you're breathing slow and steady. So we're going to start in a seated position that feels good to you, and we're going to bring those hands down by our sides. Just a big inhale as you reach to the sky, and as you exhale, turn to the right, a little tap of the fingertips. Inhale back to center, and exhale, turn to the left, little tap of the fingertips. Inhale, reach to the sky. Let's do that one more time each direction. Little tap, and reach, come back to center, little tap, and reach, come back to center. Now this time, let's hold it. So let's turn to the right, placing that left hand to the top of the thigh, right hand behind you, and sit up as tall as you can sit. So really working to lengthen that spine before the rotation, and then take your gaze out over that back shoulder. So as we lengthen that spine and sit up nice and tall, we're putting space between the vertebrae, so you actually have room between those vertebrae to rotate. When we are sunk down and we're hollowed out and we're compressing through those vertebrae, you guys, they're not happy. And we're just going to pinch those discs. We're going to pinch all that soft tissue around there. Never good. So always make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Right hand to the top of the thigh, left hand behind you, sit up as tall as you can sit. And then take that gaze out over your back shoulder. And just notice if one way you twist is a little more challenging than the other. That's pretty normal. Just make sure that that breath is your guide here. The messages your body is sending and your breath. Those are the two keys. Be mindful. Keeping that space in the spine, always promoting good posture, guys. Inhale, reach to the sky, turn back to face front. Release those hands down by your sides, and let's turn and come up onto all fours. A tabletop position, hands are shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. Let's shift our weight to our right hand. Left arm extends to the sky, reach it up. And as you exhale, sweep that right hand through, shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat. Now we can keep that left hand resting where it is, or rotate and extend. Left arm to the sky, reach it up, just as high as you can reach. And we're going to rotate that left palm towards the front, reach it up and over. And we're going to tap the fingertips. And then we're going to lift it up and circle it around behind the back. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, extend that left arm, reach it up and over. Tap the fingertips, arm right along the side of the face. And then as you inhale, lift. Rotate hand, arm behind your back. 1 more time. Inhale, extend. Reach up and over. Inhale, lift. Circle that forearm around your back. It's a little shoulder mobility. Inhale, extend that left arm to the sky and slowly release your hand down. And let's press it back up to tabletop. Center your weight. Core is strong. We shift our weight to our left hand. Right arm reaches to the sky. And as you exhale, sweep that right hand through, shoulder to the mat, side of the head to the mat, just above your ear. We can keep that left hand resting where it is, or rotate and extend left arm to the sky. So we can add that shoulder mobility, guys, or you can just let that hand rest. You take care of you. Rotating that right palm toward, or left palm towards the front, reach it up and over, and we're going to tap those fingertips. And then inhale, lift that left arm to the sky, circle that arm around behind your back, forearm along the small of the back, just as far as you can reach. Inhale, extend, rotate, and reach. Arm right along the side of your face. Little tap of the fingertips. Inhale, lift that arm, circle it around behind you. So just noticing if there's any tension, any tightness, any resistance going on in that shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take it up and over. This is the last time. So we're learning about our bodies. Inhale, lift that arm. Circle it around behind. We're not judging or criticizing. We're learning. We're exploring. Inhale, extending that left arm to the sky. And slowly release your hand down. And let's press it back up to tabletop. And sit it back to child's pose. So with all the twisting, my friends, making sure that it's not too much for your body. Now, every day is different, and we bring with us different things each time we come to our mat, emotionally, mentally, physically. So just be kind, be present, be aware, but don't judge. You're beautiful. You're here. I appreciate you. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's inhale up to a modified high plank. And we're going to just gently lower those hips. And then we're going to turn and take our gaze out over that right shoulder gently. And come back to center. And exhale, take your gaze out over that left shoulder. A gentle twist. Coming back to center. Core strong, press it back to child's pose. So we want to make sure that those core muscles stay engaged, supporting that lower back. Inhaling it up. So I tell you to keep length in that spine. This time we're adding a little arch, so that's why I want you to be very mindful and very present. As you exhale, take your gaze out over that right shoulder. We're just going to do 2 of these. If it's not great, guys, just stay in child's pose, back to center. And as you exhale, rotate and take your gaze out over that left shoulder. And come back to center, core strong. Press it back to child's pose. So not every movement every day is going to feel fantastic, guys. So remember, this is your time to create the best version of yourself and to be really kind to your body. Extending those arms out nice and long, hands shoulder width apart. Spread your fingers wide. Let's lift the forehead, tuck the toes. Press and lift your hips to the sky. Up to downward facing dog we go. We're just going to sway those hips side to side. Nice big deep breaths. And always know that there is such a thing as too much of a good thing, right? So being mindful, if the body says, yeah, I think I'm good, I've had enough, it's okay. If your body's like, I need more, it's okay to add on too. Making sure you stay hydrated. Body needs that water. Coming back to center, we take the gaze between the hands, walk those feet in to forward fold. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Let your arms be heavy. Let's bring the hands to the elbows. Still let those arms be heavy and feel that little additional weight as we take a hold of those elbows. Let's gently sway side to side, little rotation, a little arc around those legs. And we come back to center, releasing the arms. Bend those knees as much as you need to get the hands to the mat. We're going to center that left hand out in front of us, extending those legs as much as you can, but keeping that left palm pressing into the mat. We rotate and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can reach. Lengthen and extend out of that right shoulder up to the tips of the fingers. Breathe. Now you can look down towards your hand. You can even tuck your chin towards your chest. Or you can turn and look up. As you exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Right hand takes the place of the left. Rotate your body. Press that right palm into the earth as you rotate that body. Lengthen and extend out of that left shoulder and up through the tips of the fingers. Now, where do you need to look for your neck to be happy? Slow, steady breaths. As you exhale, slowly releasing that left hand down, hanging in forward fold. Let's inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, sit to chair. Pull those hands to heart center. Knees are gently apart. We inhale and we rise. And as you exhale, turn to the left. Keep your hips facing front. Open those arms out to a T. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, sit it back to chair. Pull those hands to heart center. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, turn to the right. Open those arms, keep your hips facing front. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, sink to chair, hands to heart center. Continuing with this, my friends, as you breathe. So just moving at the pace of your breath. Exhaling as you open. Inhaling as you reach. And exhaling as you sink. Don't think too much about the breathing. Just breathe. Move with that breath. Those exhales are what help let go of tension and increase mobility. Those inhales are kind of a reset. Let's do one more each side. So feeling that strength in those obliques and that upper and middle back as you rotate, and feeling that resistance as those hips work to stay facing front. They want to shift, but don't let them. Inhale, reach. Let's sit it to chair. Breathe. Hold your chair. Weight is in those heels, and breathe. Now let's keep some space between those knees. This is going to be a little bit of work, guys. We're going to turn and place that left elbow to the right knee, pressing against the knee and working to bring those hands towards heart center. Now with those knees not touching, it's challenging to keep that weight centered, evenly distributed between those legs. Keeping that left knee from sliding forward. Find your breath. Let's turn it back to face front. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, arch it back, open the arms to a nice wide V. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, sit it back to chair, pull those hands to heart center, knees are still apart. Breathe, let's turn. Right elbow to the left knee. Those knees want to come together. Just keep that gentle open. Find that breath, noticing how your weight shifts, trying to find that center, that balance. Keeping that right knee from sliding forward too much. We turn back to face front and rise. Exhale, open those arms to a nice wide V. That's a whole lot more challenging than when those knees are touching. Inhale, reach to the sky, and exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Toes or knees. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Find your breath. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot through. Back heel to the mat, windmill your arms up to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Breathe, shoulders are soft. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. And exhale, sink, stay low. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, windmill those arms up and over. Tap the left fingertips out as far as you can reach. And then up and back, reverse warrior. Up and over, reach. Up and back, lengthen. Let's do that 2 more times. Reach it up and over. Keeping that core strong. Breathe. 1 more time. Up and over. And up and back. And we're going to meet back in warrior two. Straightening that front leg. Windmilling that left arm up and over. Placing your left hand along the inside of your right foot. Adjust your feet if you need to. Rotate your body. And extend right arm to the sky. Breathe. Extending and reaching through those fingertips. Long line from fingertip to fingertip. Long line from the crown of the head to that right hip. Breathe. As you exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Bending that front knee, back heel comes off the floor. We lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Go ahead and open up those hips. Add a flex of that right foot and a bend of that right knee. Breathe, that slight rotation. But this beautiful stretch down the back of that left leg and down the front of the right leg. Extending right leg to the sky, slowly releasing it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, great opportunity for a drink of water, or join me here for a half flow. Inhaling it to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill those arms up to warrior two. Hips, chest, and shoulders open to the side. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Stay low. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, windmill that right arm up and over. Tap the floor as far out as you can and take it up and back. Reverse warrior. Inhale it up and over. Reach. Exhale it up and back. Lengthen. 2 more times. Moving with your breath. Again, staying strong through the core. Always making sure we're supporting that back. Breathe. Stronger the core, the better the posture. And let's inhale it back to warrior two. Straightening that front leg. Windmilling that right arm up and over, placing your hand along the inside of that left foot. Rotate your body. Left arm extends to the sky. You can adjust those feet however you need to. Find that breath and slow it down. Lots of rotations, guys. Checking in. Wringing out tension and tightness. Promoting that good blood flow, digestion, elimination. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down, bending that front knee, back heel comes off the mat. We lift those hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Add a flex of that left foot, a bend of that left knee, and draw your heel toward your bottom. Go ahead and open up those hips. Slight rotation through the spine, but that beautiful stretch down the back of that right leg and down that left quadricep. Once again, extending that left leg, point your toes, and slowly releasing it down to down dog. And we inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale, sit it back to child's pose. How's the back? How's the breath? How's the mind? Can you smile? Just breathe. Take the time you need, and as you're ready, walk your hands up. Come over onto one hip, sweep your around, and slide on down towards the top of your mat. Let's extend that left leg out nice and long, taking that right foot, bringing it in along the inner thigh or crossing to the outside of the leg. Add a flex of that left foot, wrap the left elbow around the leg, pull it in nice and tight. Let's extend that right arm out, lift it high, lengthen that spine, and then slowly release that right hand behind you, propping yourself up as tall as you can sit, and turn and take your gaze out over that right shoulder. Find your breath. Slow it down. We circle that right arm straight back, circle it up and over, releasing that rotation, and let's switch sides. Right leg extends, left foot comes in, either to the inner thigh or crossing to the outside of the thigh. We wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee and pull it in tight. Again, lengthen, reach that left arm out, up, and circle it around. Keep that length in the spine as you prop yourself up as tall as you can, and turn and take your gaze out over that left shoulder. Little tuck of your chin down towards that left collarbone. Breathe. Inhale, reach it out, circle it up and back, releasing that rotation, extend both legs out, flex your feet, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, back of the right hand to the outside of that left foot, rotate your body and extend in a diagonal line, reaching, lengthening. So as we cross that body, just this beautiful rotation, again, keeping that length in the spine. Let's lift that arm up and over, bringing the palms to touch. One hand on either side of your feet, reach it out, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, back of that left hand to the outside of the right foot, rotate your body and extend. Right arm in that diagonal line, reaching out, pressing against the outside of your foot. Breathe. Circling that arm up and over, bringing those palms to touch. Inhale, one hand on either side of your feet, reach it out, and sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, lower your arms, and ever so slowly, roll yourself back. Take your time. Feel each vertebra come to the mat. And relax. Arms out to a T. We draw that right knee in. My favorite stretch, my friends. This is the greatest twist ever. Reaching that left hand across to the outside of that right knee. Gently pull your leg across your body, keeping both shoulders on the mat just as best you can. Turn and take your gaze out over that right arm. And just close your eyes. I truly believe that if there were only one stretch I could do, only one, this would be the one. If I had to pick one stretch to do for the rest of my life, this would be it. It is that powerful for me. I hope it is for you. And if not, which pose is? What have you explored where you're like, oh my gosh, this is the one thing that my body needs and craves? I'd be interested to know. So if you take a moment, I'd love to hear about it. I always love to hear from you guys. And gently release it back, extending that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm is out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and just gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat just as best you can. I know one side might be a little easier than the other. And turn and take your gaze out over that left arm. Close your eyes. So my friends, I can tell you, I understand if you are dealing with any kind of back discomfort, whether it be chronic or just today. If it's just today, oh my gosh, I hope this helps and I hope it goes away. If it is a chronic thing, my friends, be consistent, but seriously be kind. I get it. That is me as well. And this, doing yoga, has saved me. Saved me, saved me. Stick with the journey, my friends. It will get better. Releasing that hand, rolling back to center. Extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. And find a comfortable place for you, whether that be on your back, on your side, on your tummy, or perhaps a seated position. Just find some place that feels good to you. And we're just going to take a moment to allow our bodies to be still, to assimilate all of the wonderful gifts from each of these poses, each of these asanas that we have done today. A lightness in our heart, a clarity in our mind, less tension in our body. We relax the jaw. We allow the weight of the body to just gently rest against the earth. We let that breath flow effortlessly. And let's take a moment to visualize someone in your life that brings you great joy. Somebody that just makes you smile. Think about them, even their name. And I want you to see that person in your mind's eye with a big smile on their face. And then notice the lightness and the joy within your head, your heart, your body, your spirit. And just silently or quietly thank that individual for being such a great part of your life. And then slowly, gently, the vision of that individual just begins to blur and the mind is quiet once again. We keep that lightness, we keep that joy as we begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes. We bring that joy back with us as we stretch our limbs and we breathe just a little deeper. And that joy will come with us today as we move through life, hopefully having an amazing day. As you're ready, draw your knees towards your chest and roll to one side. And using the strength of your arms, come back up to a seated position that feels good to you. Rest your hands comfortably, close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. I thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you have an incredible day. Let's gently open those eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, pull the hands to heart center. Wishing you all the best. Light and love to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll come back time and time again. Until the next time, my friends. Namaste.